Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Has anyone arrived yet? I thought I'd wait around for you guys to arrive, give you guys a few minutes. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. So 3 a.m. in the morning, I wasn't expecting too many people to be hanging around. But I want to make some more lives. I've been trying to get on here to make some more lives. This is big. Really big. Now, just a brief overview. Trump has no problem just telling people how it is, which is a breath of fresh air. Part of the strategy for South America to weaken the United States is to flood the United States with as many South American immigrants, illegal immigrants as possible, and weaken the country from within. Now, we all know that. And so that was part of the strategy. And Donald Trump has come out and pretty much immediately has helped Israel to take out Syria, and now they're preparing for war with Iran. They're taking out weaker countries, and you can see with the deglobalization that's happening right now that a lot of weaker countries are going to get chewed up over time. And yeah, a lot of weaker countries. So a lot of the manufacturing has come out of China and it's gone into Mexico. A lot of the cheap goods, basically. And what their part of their plan, by the looks of things, is to cut Mexico off entirely and totally colonize. This is something that we never thought we would see in the modern era. But it seems quite clear that the plan is to take over Mexico and turn it and colonize Mexico, basically. Make sure that they get those cheap labor, and there's no problems with that coming in the future. So let's watch this video. This is what Donald Trump has said recently.
As his inauguration date draws nearer, Trump posted a savage Christmas wish on his Truth Social platform, targeting China, Panama, Greenland, and Canada. Here is what Donald Trump said in his post. Merry Christmas to all, including to the wonderful soldiers of China, who are lovingly, but illegally, operating the Panama Canal, where we lost 38,000 people in its building 10 years ago, always making certain that the United States puts in billions of dollars in repair money, but will have absolutely nothing to say about anything.
Yeah, so the Chinese, from the point of view of the United States, cannot run Panama. It doesn't matter how much money they spend. It doesn't matter how many friends they make in the region. It doesn't matter infrastructure builds, Belt and Road Initiative, whatever. From the United States point of view, there's this thing called the Monroe Doctrine that gives them the right to control all the way through to Canada, the top of Canada, all the way through to the bottom of South America. It is a colony. That whole region, the Western Hemisphere, is entirely the United States as far as they're concerned, and so no one's allowed to control anything. And so to read between the lines here, this is what Donald Trump's saying.
Also, to Governor Justin Trudeau of Canada, whose citizens' taxes are far too high, but if Canada was to become our 51st state, their taxes would be cut by more than 60%, their businesses would immediately double in size, and they would be militarily protected like no other country anywhere in the world. Likewise, to the people of Greenland, which is needed by the United States for national security purposes and who want the US to be there, and we will.
This AI tool will take your idea
we have an ad.
and create a complete book.
We'll wait for the
design,
ad.
Images, layout.
All right. So this is what Donald Trump said. He tweeted it. Oh, he didn't tweet it out. He posted it on Truth Social or whatever. I'm not on it. I don't see what he posts there. If he posts anything in on Twitter, I might see it, but you know. Is there anything of value here? Because there was another video that I wanted to bring up. All right. I know it's really late where you guys are. Yeah, this is it here. There we go.
And the president-elect is already laying out plans for what he wants to do once he assumes office. Yesterday, Trump making several posts about foreign policy proposal, including a lengthy post where he implied he would be interested in gaining control of Greenland, the Panama Canal, and Canada. Trump also criticized President Biden's decision to commute the sentences of nearly all inmates on the federal government's death row. He says he will direct the Justice Department to vigorously pursue the death penalty once he's in office. CBS News political reporter Torian Small joins us now to discuss all of.
Oh, yeah, I can tell this guy's going to be full of great information. Let's just get the map up. So there it is right there. There we go. So Greenland. He wants Greenland. It's not the first time someone has mentioned Greenland, by the way. And by controlling Panama, they'll be able to basically surround Mexico and totally control that poor little country.
Extraordinary measures, including new bilateral treaties that would rescind what was signed into law under President Carter in the 1970s. As it relates to Canada, it's more poking the bear there because Donald Trump has been pretty with Trudeau. And then as it relates to Greenland, this is obviously a situation where the U.S. has flirted before with purchasing of that island. The island's prime minister said that, I will say, toward the panel.
Yeah, so basically, if you have a look here, they can basically just cut Mexico off, surround it, and then it has to basically do what it's told. Now, obviously, Trump comes out with outrageous claims like this and then starts the negotiations off. But it's quite clear that they've been trying to weaken Canada for quite a while now. And Canada's in a bad situation. And when you look at the leadership, it's an awful leadership, awful. The leadership in Canada have been the most leftist, kind of socialist. They haven't prepared them for the worst that is coming, and the worst is coming, by the way. But I'm not sure if you guys would have seen this. I think this is really important to kind of get a map of what the next 4 years is going to look like. There's clearly going to be a lot more pressure put on Mexico, on Canada. The United States is definitely going to let South America know who's boss, and they're going to try to clean up the rest of the Middle East and try to take out Russia. There's a lot going on. It's just interesting to see if they're going to be able to do it or not. I'm not sure if they're capable of doing this, but and Syria's just been taken out. As I've said to you guys before, I'm not sure if you guys can remember, the Ottoman Empire is coming back. The United States is going to help the Ottoman Empire come back. They're going to side with Turkey to try to take out Russia and then weaken the rest of the Middle East and, strengthen Turkey in between. And it started when they they created hyperinflation in Turkey, and then they went into negotiations behind the scenes, and next thing you know, Turkey was, jumping to the behind the scenes, making all these moves for the United States. So anyway, this is it. That's the stream. That's what I wanted to talk about. I get it. It's 3:30 in the morning. Not many of you guys are around. So I wanted to make this video, and yeah, that's a little bit of an update. I want to have a closer look at what the leader of South Korea was saying and just try to read between the lines. I want to look at that speech. Chris, we have someone in the chat. It's a bit quiet tonight. I want to do South Korea next, and even though it's old news, it's not really. It is something that we should be watching closely, what's happening with South Korea. You can see that there's a lot of serious geopolitics going on. And the United States is making bigger and bolder moves every day. And I can see something big happening with South Korea soon. We should watch that space. So what I want to do is go through and have a look at what the leader said and try to read between the lines on what he said. It's fascinating to see if we can figure it out. Anyway, well, you missed the stream. All good. You can rewatch it. It's only a quick little stream. Donald Trump has come out all guns blazing, threatening to take Canada and take Panama and take Greenland, and they're clearly preparing for war in South Korea as well. So there's a lot going on, but I just thought I'd bring that to everybody's attention at the moment, and I'll do another live stream soon. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.